This market structure method made me over 10% in a one single trading week. Market can trade in waves, okay? Market can trade up and market can trade down, okay? Everything understands it, right? So how to use it in a live chart? So I was able to make around 10%, over little over 10% in one single trading week using this exact trading method. So I'm gonna show you how. So basically, in this strategy, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to find in an uptrend new higher low point to go up, in a downtrend new lower high point to go down. So basically, let's start out with gold because it was on gold and it was on silver. So let's start on a daily. Actually, let's start on a daily. So on a daily, you can see we are clearly making higher highs and higher lows. So on daily, we are bullish. On the 4 hour, we were trending bullish, but then we broke structure right here, create a lower high, continue down, create a lower low, but then market broke structure right here, which results in a new higher high. So after higher high, what I'm expecting, higher low, exactly, and I want to buy at lower high point, okay? So if I zoom in, because like my first position was around this area here, let's mark out this as white. And yeah, let's only use like a market structure, guys. I'm not gonna use anything else. I'm gonna use only market structure to show you how powerful it is. So let's mark the structure on H4. Right here, I know this is broken, so this is new lower high point. Now, how can I identify this is gonna be a new lower high point? That's by going down in time frames and see the market structure there. Because if I randomly jump on a trade based on H4 time frame and trying to predict lower high, higher low, it can go like this, and this can be higher low, you know. So for me, I need to see lower time frame structure shift from bearish to bullish for me to confirm my buys, okay? So let's say I drop down on the 30-minute and look at this, guys. This is the H4 lower high point right here, and price was trending bearish on M30, creating lower highs and lower lows. Then price came here, create a lower high, lower low here, then creates a low, and then creates a higher high, because this high is higher than this high. So what I'm expecting is the same thing. I'm expecting a higher low after a higher high, and higher highs are my entry base points, you know. So market creates a higher low, then a higher high, and then this little high low, and that's exactly where I enter. I have H4 confluence, that this could be possibly the H4 high low point. And as I said, what I need to see is clear transition in trend on the lower time frames, which happened right here, and we are continue from this point. So I entered right here. I'm not going to explain entry right now because I'm explaining market structure here. Stop loss under the previous low, okay, and take profit at the high, you know. So at this exact position, I actually targeted this one, which price ended up smashing like completely, but the thing is, like, I took it on my challenge account, and I have the challenge passed like somewhere here, I think, so that's why I didn't hold. But students in the Discord, I told them to close half of percent here and to hold the rest here. So anyone who holds made good money because it was like 1 point. Now my stop loss was actually lower, but it was 1.5.5, something like that, which is good, you know. So okay, let's say this was the first trade, and I'm gonna apply the same principle on the other entry. I'm not gonna change it, you know. Like, I know my bias, which is bullish, based on H4 time frame. So I'm still guys, think about higher time frames. Still think about higher time frames. This point is a H4 higher low point. So I'm not gonna get tricked by lower time frames ranges or break of structure on lower time frames, because I know that price moves in waves and it moves like this. So if this is a H4 higher low point, I'm expecting price to make a higher high point on H4. So I don't care if on M30 it starts to do something like this. I don't care, because my projection is still here. H4 higher high point. That's exactly what I applied. So market structure was, I was aiming for, let's say, I'm using Fips to tell me where the new higher high point can be, and I'm using -27 as a projection of that new higher high point. So I know my overall projection is this, okay? And until this point, I want to take only buys. I don't want to hop into sells, okay? Maybe if I see some clear transition, which I didn't saw, so yeah. And I apply the same thing. Look at this. Market starts to range, then market still ranging. And for me, this range, whole range, is a new higher low point on the lower time frames. Like, I don't consider this as a structure. I consider all this range, all of this, as a higher low point, you know. So I waited for my timing. Price gave me, wait, I entered on the M15 this trade, I believe, yes. Price gave me multiple confluences. There was like a liquidity, there was my key level, there was everything, you know. But whatever, let's talk about market structure. Structure still being maintained on every time frame, and as I said, remember, my projection is this yellow line. So I entered the trade right here. Also sent to Discord as a signal. Stop loss here and target here. Which in total gave me, I believe the trade was like 3.8, 3.9 hours. So stop loss should be somewhere here. But only these two trades, guys, it was like 9%. Only these two trades. And only what I'm doing is I'm trading structure. I'm only buying at a higher low, not at a higher high, you know? I don't want to buy like, let's say, let's draw it like this. I don't want to buy here or here or here, because market can reverse on me. I want to buy here or here or here, you know? I want to have as like the best entry as possible with the best risk reward as possible, because if I'm buying right here, my stop loss is usually under this low, and my take profit is either here or the -27, you know. And the risk reward, like at that point, is like 1 to 3, 1 to 4 all the time. And if we continue, I didn't took anything at this point, but we can continue, guys. Like, you know, this yellow line is overall projection. Price is still making higher highs and higher lows. So I can enter here, I can enter here, let's say, until price hits this yellow line, I'm still looking to buy. So let's say I enter here, stop loss under low, stop loss under low, and look at this, guys. I can be having multiple entries only following the market structure. Now let's talk about silver. And on silver, I applied exact same thing as gold. I identify that market trading up on H4. So again, I want to buy at a higher low point, either this H4 high low point or at the higher low points which lower time frame structure is gonna make. Okay, and my projection is the same, like this and like this. This negative 27, let's mark it as a yellow, like this. And I know after price make this high low point on H4, I know based on probabilities, price have a really high probability of making a new higher high point where to the negative 27 on the H4 Fips. So let's drop down on M30, and yeah, I realized that price again was trending a little bit bearish right here, but then price switch structure and then starts to trade bullish again. So I want to take advantage of it, you know, because once price is ready to go, it will do some, like, let's say again, this is a H4 higher low, okay? And once price is ready to go, it needs to break that lower time frame structure downtrend, you know, that counter trend. It needs to break it and continue. So yeah, what I did is I identify my structure points, lower high, high low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Okay, so what I did, I entered again. I believe entry was somewhere right here, again on M15. I'm not gonna explain my entry now because I'm trading structure, but as you can see, higher high, higher low, excuse me, higher high. Stop loss was here and target was here. 2%. Okay, target was hit. Why target here? Because this is the negative 27 on H4, and my projection is always negative 27 based on my data. Okay, so market structure still being respected on M15 because we are trending still bullish, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. And the other trade was right here. I entered somewhere right here. Stop loss was right here and target was here. Okay. So again, I took advantage of me knowing price is probably gonna hit the negative 27 on H4, which is this yellow line, and I just follow the market structure on lower time frames. That's it. But yeah, guys, for you to have the most probability to win a trade, you need to have the all time frames in sync, which means the direction you are looking to take a trade, your all time frames needs to be in sync in that direction. Okay, so if you are looking to take a buy, all time frames should be in a bullish direction, and by doing this, like, your win rate will increase like dramatically. I mean dramatically, because like you're going with the big guys, you know, you're going with the flow. You're not going against it. Like, why would I call a top, let's say here? Why would I do it here? Why would I do it somewhere here? Like, I don't know where price is gonna reverse. I don't know. Isn't it better to just follow the structure and buy at every high point and in a downtrend at every lower high point? Isn't it better? As I'm saying, the probability of you winning the trade is way, way higher if you just call in the tops after some, I don't know, 1 minute break of structure or something like that, you know, because you can, if you know the market structure, like really know how it works, you can make a lot of money. And only based on knowing market structure and knowing the projection of market where it's probably gonna go, you know. Okay, guys, I hope you find this video somehow helpful. If you are, guys, interested in more of these videos, let me know in the comments, and I will see you guys next fucking time.